Well, Hopi blue flower corn is supposed to be 90 days to harvest. And today is day 90. And look at this. We got corn rocking right along and dry down. A little bit smaller ear on that one, but very nice, well developed, beautiful color. Some are still showing some green. I probably am going to two-stage harvest this, which I've never done before, but I kind of want to let the ones that are green fill out a little more. But we'll see. I might just do it all and be done. But I just thought you'd appreciate a little look-see. Some of the corn. We can see we got some insects or bugs starting in the top, so it's part of why I might just harvest all. But beautiful, beautiful big kernels, and it looks like they might even be bigger than last year. And you can see we got lots of corn on this year. And then a lot of the stalks have 2 ears. Some actually have 3. A little bit smaller on the bottom one. Well, actually there's a 4th one there too, but that's a good indicator. And where did I see that monster ear? That might be this guy. My whole arm next to it, full length. There was one that I measured here with my hand the other night, and I'm not sure exactly where it is actually, but I measured it with my arm and it was too long, so I had to use my hand, the width of my hand also. And when I measured that with the tape measure when I got inside, it was 23 inches. So there's a few 23-inch ears in here, which are monsters. This one is fairly large and beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to get a shot of it before it came down, because I think we're going to harvest tonight and get it on the dry. So it's been a great season. Look at that, another spider web. See if we can catch that in the sun. Nice. Anyway, it's been a great season. Yeah, see, we got ants starting to get in now. So it's time. And we actually made 90 days today, this year. Other years we've been 100 or so. It's supposed to be a 90-day variety. So that says we're getting back on point with our nutrition. This soil's been being worked since the beginning too, so the soil nutrition as well as the corn genetics have both been getting amped up over the time we've been working this plot. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll show you some video clips when it's harvested. Thanks for watching. It is 9/15/2015. 93 days from germination on Hopi blue flower corn. This is generation 2 in high nutrition, and I've gone around with some flagging and selected a few key plants for next year's seed selection for production, or for seed amplification rather. 4 ears, 1 large here. Yeah, I don't have a way to scale it for you, but rest assured it's large. There's another one, yeah, here, which is 2 ears. 1 very large, 1 kind of medium to small. There's this one, which is 4 ears. 1 very small, well, 1 tiny that really didn't develop. 1 very small that does have some kernels in it from the feel of it. And then 2 fairly large ones that developed quite well. So that's definitely a keeper selector. And let's see, I'm sure there's more in here with flags. Maybe they're further down. Yeah, I think I skipped by a lot of these. You can see there are lots of large ears on here. If you're able to see in the dark, I don't know if you are or not. But yeah, there definitely are. So here's one with 2 mid-size, decent-sized ears. 1 and 2. And here's another one with 2 ears. Very large ear on here. And must be pretty tasty because the ant's been on it already, chawing away. So it's definitely time to harvest and get it away from them. And if you look at the size of those kernels, they're pretty good size. I have pretty big hands, pretty big thumbs, and those kernels popped out of there about the size of my thumbnail or so, maybe a hair smaller. 2 ears large, because both of these are fairly large. I'll admit this one's more medium sized than large, but this one's fairly large. And then there's another one here with 2 ears. 1 large, 1 undeveloped. And that pretty much does it for my selection run for next year. Each of those is about 400 seeds. I'll select the best 200 out of each of those. So 200 times, I think 7. I think we have 7 picked out. You're talking 1,400 seeds. This entire plot is 50 foot long by 32 foot wide and contains 600 plants or thereabouts. I'm expecting a minimum of 600 ears, and I haven't done the weight calculations, but I would guess we'd probably get 30 or 40 pounds, maybe more, of nice just blue corn grain without the cob, or flour, depending what I grind it into. I have my own mill, so I can grind it right down to flour or cornmeal or whatever, and it makes fantastic blue flour corn bread, cornbread, among many other things. Yeah. So, harvest commences at day 93. That means we're getting our nutrition up and on point. And our genetic rebuild is coming along. Lots of trace minerals. Lots of biology. So HBF farmer, hybrid farmer, and I husked all the corn last night, except for the few that I'm doing for selection here in the truck. But everything else we got. And we built a rack out of the tomato rack. And it's all on there drying in the sun. And man, let me tell you, that is a lot of corn. At least to handle by hand. And you can see all the crazy color variations. But there it is. 600 plants of corn. Husked out and drying. And then next video we'll do some close-up inspection of kernel sizes and colors and some of that stuff. Just want to get a main video up here. And you can see we husked right in place so that the husk would end up as mulch for next year for the tomato crop or whatever ends up being planted here. take you in for a little color variation and the size of some of those ears. Thanks for watching the Farmacy Seeds Network.